slowly later on became deities. You can see in our temples this happen. The TVs in which I am appearing and speaking are slowly becoming deities. They are receiving worship, flower to it, arti is done to it, incense is given to it. Now, all our temples are planning to have a separate throne for this TV. In Los Angeles, already I am on the throne. The TV is in the throne. The TV, in which people are seeing me, have already become deity. Same way, please understand, the stones through which people were able to connect with the super consciousness have become deities. Same way, all our temples, deities, everything is a connecting mechanism with super consciousness. The mechanism which connects with the super consciousness. Please understand, the deities and temples are not just sentimental carved stones, or they are not just artistic sculptures. They are conscious transmitters. They raise you to the super consciousness. In each house in Vedic tradition, we have a puja room. All the puja rooms are your private conscious airport, are conscious transmission centers. The main temple is the place from where continuous super consciousness is radiating. So if you just sit and connect with a deep feeling connection, see, in those days human beings were so beautiful and simple. Just remembering the name of the deity is enough. They are already in connection with the deity. That feeling connection. When I read Patanjali's Yoga Sutra, it says, sit in Siddhasana and be in Samadhi. That's all. See, the human beings were so simple in those days. Just if you sit in Siddhasana, you are already in Samadhi. If you sit, your mind sits. Now, if you sit, your mind sits. Mind is completely away from the body. In those days, human beings are so simple and intelligent. All the non-mechanical parts of their brain were awakened. It's a culture which killed the non-mechanical parts of the brain, the functions of the non-mechanical parts of the brain. Please understand, in the Vedic civilization, always human beings were brought up in such a way that non-mechanical parts of the brain was fully alive and awakened. It is a cultural invasion, destroyed the greatest possibility of the human being when the non-mechanical parts of the brain is not functioning anymore. The temples, deities, all these are looking useless. Otherwise, they are a huge conscious infrastructure. Please understand. So, an example, suddenly, if we find some method to travel just 20 feet above the air, or 30 feet above the air, without petrol or diesel, all our automobiles, roads, everything will become useless. Then you will wonder, why so many automobile industries are established? Why so many cars are produced? Why this huge road? Waste. I think our ancestors are fools. You don't understand. At one period, it was used. It was being useful. Our temples, our deities, all these are useful if all your non-mechanical parts of the brain is awakened. Unclutching is the process to awaken your non-mechanical parts of the brain. When your non-mechanical parts of the brain is awakened, you will understand temples, deities, how useful they are, how directly useful they are, how they are part of our life, how they enrich our life, and how they make human beings intelligent, enlightened. These are the methods created to create enlightened civilization. These grand temples are not built as an just monument. They are built as a conscious movement. It is not like Egyptian pyramid monuments. No. It is conscious movement to raise human beings to the highest consciousness, to make human beings experience the highest purpose. Understand, unclutch, use the temples to achieve the highest consciousness.
जीवन मुक्ति
On various occasions, Devi Parashakti revealed to the world in her Akashic readings that the various steps and the importance of going to Adi Kailas to protect from this pandemic. On 18th June 2021, Devi revealed that for saving your life, go to Adi Kailasa. Best life is there. Before Corona takes your life away, go to Adi Kailasa and save your life. On 5th July 2021, Devi revealed that the soil of Adi Kailasa is Sarvaroga Nivarini. That means the cure for all diseases. For all the diseases in the world, Paramashakti, myself taking the form of Nithyananda as Nija Avatara, walking there barefoot for many years, manifesting all powers. The very soil was converted into great medicine that solves all karmas. So when the first world countries closed their borders during a massive global emergency, Kailasa has opened its doors to all without exception. Various COVID care centers opened across India are Adi Kailas in Biddi, Bangalore, Salem, Tirunamalai, Pattanam Adinam, Srirangapadi Adinam, Madurai, Avatipalam, Hosur, all from Tamil Nadu, and Sripuram Adinam from Hyderabad, and Baroda Adinam from Gujarat, Puduvai Adinam from Pondicherry. Kailasa rushes to aid India as India finds itself on the verge of COVID-19 third wave. Multiple free COVID care centers open across India. Various social services offered during the pandemic in the Kailasa's de facto area, and also various spiritual services offered during these pandemic in the Kailasa's de facto spiritual embassies across India. Cosmic revelations on the global pandemic, free social services offered during the pandemic in de facto spiritual embassies across India are medical care, which are include allopathy, Ayurvedic, Siddha medicine, infrastructure to accommodate thousands, accommodation for multi-layer quarantine, emergency ambulances, ICU on wheels, personal protective medical equipment, food security management through food banks, organic farming. So join the Kailasa's COVID care production centers and register now through the link below with https://kailasa.org/kailasa care. The sovereign order of Kailasa worldwide, inspired and guided by the vision of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism to save lives, a one-of-a-kind humanitarian charitable service massively mobilized to provide protection and prevention COVID care in this testing time of global meltdown. Through this initiative, Kailasa has been consistently supporting people through the free food bank, that is Annadan, free medical care, and many more services. The impact of mental disorders and lack of spiritual strength during a humanitarian crisis are often difficult to assess and inflict lasting damage. To assuage this, Kailasa is offering spiritual programs, temple events, and spiritual healings online. Kailasa's recommendations on COVID-19 and multilateralism to be presented at the United Nations General Assembly and Human Rights Council. So, Kailasa's report and recommendations on an international treaty on COVID got accepted and published by the United Nations. Surviving the highly contagious COVID-19, where the world is only as resilient as the least resilient country, and persons require true multilateralism, governments, organizations, and people to collectively address the crisis. Kailasa has been successfully providing grassroots solid solutions to multifarious ways, including providing sustainable community livings with multi-layered quarantine, educating citizens on individual pandemic